I'm just focusing on this one, getting rid of or reorganizing depending on the movie, or if I should just get rid of the movie or book. Let's get to work. I got everything off of there. It is quite dusty. I do need to dust here. I'm gonna wait until I'm all said and done to vacuum right in front of it so I could just push these all the way away. And then this right here is the contents of what was on that shelf. Got my junior high yearbooks. I got my freshman year yearbook. A couple Titanic books. And then this guy I got when I was really young at the Disney store at Metro Center Mall. Sad that Metro Center does not exist anymore. And then this is the DVD collection. I inherit, oh, and then my old baby book. And then in elementary school, I had to do like a summary book. I like keeping it because I'm like, notice my misspellings, and I'm like, Sarah, for anger, why was I so angry? And then that was me in elementary school. A lot of people will tell you I have not changed that much. I inherited these from my uncle. They're like, they look like books, but they're like little treasure chests. I don't know what I'm gonna do with them, but I'm just keeping them. Mastering the Art of Julia Child. This book, this is an incredible book. If you haven't read this, I highly suggest it. Then my Vampire Academy books, my After series. Now this series is like the sequel series to this series. It's just two different main characters. I've had this series right after I got this, the Vampire Academy series, and it took me a few years to read them. And I'm like so sad that I did not read them sooner because they're so good. I highly suggest them. And I do have reviews on them, on these ones, and then my Afterbook series. I need to reread a Vampire Academy so I could do reviews on them. And it's all on my channel. I leave them links below. Then my magazines, I got Adele books and Harry Potter. And now I just got to dust this guy off. See what I want, see what I don't want. Honestly, off of that particular shelf, I'm gonna end up keeping all my books and just ruthlessly go through the DVDs and see what I want to get rid of. Definitely not Gilmore Girls. We're definitely keeping Gilmore Girls. Spend time. All dusted off. Now I gotta go through all this, see what I want, see what I'm gonna get rid of. It's kind of hard to get rid of things that you had forever, but I'm trying to be ruthless. At the top, I kind of moved things around. I got my Victorian antique doll, my baby angel, my trophy from 1999. Really old picture of me and my mom. You could probably tell by the design of that star frame. And one of my old Winnie the Poohs right next to my candle. And then I got my James Dean picture right here. Got a couple other James Dean pictures. I actually inherited these from my grandpa. I just didn't have room anywhere to put them, so I kind of just kept them right here. They were actually hanging on my grandparents' bedroom wall, and after my grandpa passed, my grandma gave them to me. So now is the next step is just put everything back. Go Colts. Guess. Never even took this out of the plastic. It's still in the plastic all the way from the 90s. I don't even know what it was supposed to be. I think it was like pictures and posters, but if you feel right here, it's like, not right here, but then go down here, it's like 2 pages. I don't even know what this really originally was supposed to be, but this is my Lady and the Tramp momentum from the 90s Metro Center Mall Disney store. Sometimes you forget what you own. I didn't really forget I owned it, but I was like, I have every single one of them on DVD. You know those moments where you're like, you're on your TV and you look, see, like, I know you could get this off of Netflix, but it's like, and you're like, why am I watching this on Netflix when I have the whole series? And then this is just a book of the series, like a nice little picture book magazine. That was cool. I thought I would show you. Book. That's in the back of the book. I'm not exactly sure what this is. Is it like a guide of all the different episodes? It has to be. But how I'm like, so like how much they looked alike. Black hair, blue eyes. It's like, I'm gonna say this, it's like, I'm surprised weren't really like related or mother and daughter, but I also can't believe I say that, because I know people say that about redheads all the time. But that's the second book, and then I'm not gonna try to put that back. And this is how the DVDs look like, how skinny is that, and it was able to just fit right in. Like if you went and bought the whole series on the like normal size DVD set, there would take up so much more room. And then here, and then when you flip it over or flip it in, it's her a little older with her hair cut in that long bob, and look at the designs and the colors. I thought was amazing. Get that back in its rightful spot. Maybe later. And then number 3, and then we got Luke, and then the boy 1 and boy 2. I personally kind of always thought as a kid she would end up with him, but when she was growing up and kind of going back to her grandparents' world. Oh, and then there's Lane, and then there's Paris, and then each one has like the episode numbers on them, so you kind of already know where each one's at. Oh, and then there's number 1, season number 1 with Lorelai. And look how cute that is. And then season 4 with Suki. Yeah, like I was saying. Oh, and then there was the French guy. I forgot his name. What is his name? And this is kind of cool how they just designed it to make it look so it won't keep so much room. Like I said, they like this guy, I always thought she would end up like forever with this guy, like ends up marrying him, but she doesn't really end up marrying anyone. And then this is the main series, but on Netflix, and I'm sure you could also get the DVDs, but I never really bothered getting the DVDs because I figured once the series was over, I didn't really feel like wanting to get the DVDs and continue. Oh, and then there's Richard. He's gone. Like I said, I love these designs. It's like preppy. Like the millennial night preppy of how we all, I was gonna say we all kind of used to be, but I also went through a goth phase. But I love these pocket designs. Like, yeah, like when in the Netflix series where it's like Gilmore Girls in a year, she ends up kind of back with him, but he was like engaged to another woman, and then she ends up getting pregnant with him and ends up going back home and ends up telling her mom. And it kind of just sets it up. I'm gonna just say it. It kind of just sets it up to be a cycle, like how she had her kid. I mean, Rory kind of did wait until college or after college to have her kid, but it kind of sets it up to like get pregnant by a rich person from their rich society, and then ends up going back home to the small town and having like a will they or will they not love affair with how Lorelai had the will they or will they not love affair with him. And Rory's dad is really Chris. And then the second boyfriend, Jess, is the nephew of Luke. And I bet you anything the way that they set up that storyline was going to be like the reset cycle of the will they or will they not get back together, while she's also the mother of another man's child. And it ends up kind of telling me that he is going to end up marrying the other woman that he's engaged to, and ends up being like a father figure in his kid's life, but them just not being together. I don't know, but tell me your thoughts on that, because if you haven't seen Gilmore Girls in a Year on Netflix, I do suggest you watch it. It is a good program, but nothing beats the original series at all. Absolutely nothing will ever beat the original series. But that's just my take. Now, who does not love this TV show on Netflix? I'm sad that they only have one season, though. Okay. I was able to put these all back here and make them comfortably fit. If I wanted to, I could squeeze something in here, but I'm not gonna. But I did manage to make a little bit of room right there on that one. Don't know how I did, because I didn't get rid of anything. Now this is my Vampire Academy and my Bloodlines books, which I know I have these books before these books, because technically they should be the other way around, because this is the sequel series to Vampire Academy, but I don't. I will link all my videos about these books down in the description. And then there's my After series and Harry Potter. And I got Jane Austen and an Ireland book on this side and Adele. Then I got a Great Falls History magazine. And if you don't know about her, she's plays the oldest sister on Heartland, which is based out of Alberta, Canada, which is basically right above Montana. And over here we got a London book, a Montana book, and then this one, if you haven't read this one, I will highly suggest it. How to Kill a Mockingbird, Jane Eyre, and a couple DVDs, and Anne Frank. And down here we've got My Fake Fiance, 8 Mile, and another book. And then 48 Meters Down, Les Miserables, or Les Miserables, I can't say it the French way, I'm sorry. And War Bodies, Bridesmaids, which is a hilarious movie. The first couple seasons of That 70s Show. And down here we've got my yearbooks, Mastering the Art of French Cooking. And who knew that there was 2 volumes of that book? Based out of the movie, I only knew that there was 1, but who knew there was 2? And then the empty books right here. And then we've got I had to put Gilmore Girls on the side because that's how they fit. And then my history magazines, my Titanic Century magazines right here. And a couple of my Yellowstones. And then my baby books right there. And that is this shelf done with a little extra room. I don't know how I did that. I think these were on a different shelf that was skinnier, you know, and laying like sideways, so that I ended up finding room to put them on the bottom shelf with a little bit more room so they could be more stacked up. Awesome. And now got to do these bad boys, but these will be a tomorrow project, and get these boxes all out of the way. Oh, this is like my Insanity, my Country Heat. I'm actually doing Country Heat right now, and I wanted to do Insanity after Country Heat, but so I kind of just left them there on the floor. But I'm not really doing them every day, and it's taking longer than I expected, so I better just put them back. Oh, and then side note, let me just show you what they come with. Like I said, I'm doing Country Heat right now, and in the DVD box, it comes with the DVDs themselves with the schedule, and then I also have like the tape measure thing that like tape measures your inches, and then a Shakeology shake, like a shake. I don't know if this is really considered like a shake cup because there's not like that silver ball in there, but I'm sure that's what it is. And then we've got, oh, and then this also came with these cups that I actually have in my kitchen. And then this is what you put all the stickers that you put on them. So I should bring this down in the kitchen. Honestly, I don't really use the diet programs that come with the workout program at all. And then it also comes with the cookbook. Oh, and then that's just a receipt that I also have in the kitchen. So I'm actually gonna leave that out and see if I want to, whoever wants to use these, because honestly, I pretty much put in the kitchen, so that means anyone in the house has free range to use these, and you could use them how it's supposed to, or use them as the lunch containers, which I believe is what they're being used for, but I'll just put them down there and see whoever is using these want to put them down here. And then the Insanity is Mr. Sean T. Now some of these, I know one of his a lot of his stuff now is on YouTube, and I believe there is one Insanity workout that's on YouTube, which I was doing all summer long because I didn't have these with me. And I never got the t-shirt that you're supposed to earn with these, and I must have done this workout like 5 times, but I never really, like, you're supposed to put your before and after pictures on the website, which I'm like, I'm not gonna do that. And then this is the schedule that goes with it. I say schedule, but it's more like a calendar. And like I said, it is well loved Oh, it's upside down. Ah. It's been well loved and well used, as you could see. That's originally supposed to be the mark off thing. And then as you could see, I done it a few times over and I marked it off at different corners. I'm like, what did they expect you to do? Just do it once and like forget about it? And as you can see, I kind of did I based this off of my work schedule. So I had to, I'm like, if I had like a rough day at work, I wouldn't do it. So I would switch my off days and my on days, and I would see how I wrote the Pure Power, and I wrote off over here, and I pretty much just switched them. And then 1 month, recovery week, and month 2. Now, first time I did this workout, my body changed dramatically. And then this picture, and it's supposed to be like, you see their reflection in a big pile of sweat on the floor. Yeah. But anyway, I've done this quite many times. I believe 6 times. And I never really got the insanity shirt, like you earn this in sweat. So if anyone wants to send that shirt to me, I did earn it. Anyway, that is Insanity, my Beachbody workouts. I have a few other ones. I got his hip hop abs and his asylum workouts too. They're just right over there. I'm gonna just put this back now.